Hello and welcome to Happy Little Knits. Okay, wait, hold on. Hello, welcome to Vlogmas Day 22. I am Chanel Shea of Happy Little Knits. There we go. So it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, almost 1 o'clock. My cats are trying to kill each other. Kevin, my husband, he is pulling out of the driveway right now with Sophie, and they're gonna go play at Disney Castle, which is like a indoor jungle gym, I guess. I joined in the round for my Esther sweater. I'll show you that now. It is so cool. I'm in the middle of a row or round, so sorry, but this is what it's looking like. It's all scrunched on these needles. This is the back. It is so soft and squishy. But yeah, so it's joined in the round. I knit a few rounds and then I ran out of my drops charisma, so I broke my mohair, and I'm gonna put this on hold, and then I'm gonna actually start working on the collar now. And I think I am gonna just hold the charisma with the silk alpaca because if you haven't watched my previous videos, I talked about knitting the collar. I am pretty sensitive, it seems like, to mohair. This is the mohair. It's drops, what is it called? It's like baby alpaca silk mohair. It's alpaca and silk, but I forgot what the name of it is and what the ratio is, but it's so soft, but on my neck it, like, I don't know, it has little pokiness to it, and that's what bothers me because then it feels itchy and you get hot and it's even worse. But I think I'm gonna send it because this isn't that bad. Like, them mixed together, it's not too bad. Plus this is textured and it's still, like, not bothering me that much. Yeah, this isn't that bad. So I'm gonna hold the charisma and the mohair together, and I'm gonna knit the collar. I still haven't checked. I don't know what the pattern says for collars, but I'm gonna do a folded collar because I really want just like a nice chunky collar. How many times did I say collar? So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. But the thing is, I'm knitting this on 3.75 needles. I'm using my fixed Knitter's Pride, the Mindful Collection needles. And I don't know if, because I usually use I think they're Knit Picks. Yes, Knit Picks needles, interchangeable needles. I don't remember what the collection is, but they're like the ones that are colored and then the tip is gray or silver. Those are my favorite needles. I love them so much, but I don't know, because I know that, like, I have 3.5 and I have 4, but I can't remember if I have a 3.75 in between those, in those needles, and I looked everywhere and I can't find them. So it tells me that I more than anything probably don't have those in 3.75. So I have these other needles. My very first oh my geez, my very first needle set that I got of interchangeable needles was on Amazon. It's like they're multicolored metal interchangeable needles on like the red cable. I hate those needles. I hate them so much because they like squeak, and then they also like won't stay connected to the cable, and like I hate them. So I haven't used them in a long time. That's why I got the Knitter's Pride Mindful Collection, and then shortly after that I was like, well, I want some interchangeable needles, so then I went and got the Knit Picks ones, and I've just been using those since then. So I'm gonna see if I have that other set, if I have those in 3.75. If I don't, then I'm gonna go to Joann's and I'm gonna see if I can find 3.75 needles there on like a short cable. I want to take my cables that I have for the Knit Picks ones and go and see if those will like work on that cable. I doubt that they will, but I want to try it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to, yeah, go from there. But yeah, so I'll probably go do that right now, actually. I'll just take Kevin's car and then go. Well, first I'm gonna check to see if I have 3.75. And then if I don't, then I'll just go to Joann's really quick. So that's the update on my Esther Sweater by PetiteKnit. We're gonna move along to the Advent socks now. I was able to get the first sock caught up to yesterday's color. What I've been doing is, for every color, I knit this sock first and then I go and knit the second one, or add it to the second sock, because I don't know why, I just feel like with how much the color changes, I just want this sock gets knit first and then that sock gets it kind of deal. It doesn't matter either way, but it's just how my brain works. So this is the first sock. It's kind of hard to like show this part because of the cable, but the foot is coming together. The only thing though that I noticed yesterday is because I did so much decreasing right here, I have like some puckering happening, but I don't really care because when I put it on, it like stretches out a little bit and that puckering shouldn't be a big deal. But oh, here, that's a better way to show you. Let me grab this like this. There, now you can see the foot a little bit better without dropping any stitches. So yeah, I talked about, I did 6 rounds. So I did 3 rounds of one color and then 3 rounds of the next color. And then I did that so that the foot wouldn't be too long. Those 2 colors together make one stripe kind of. And then I just switched to yesterday's color and I'm back to just knitting the stripes 5 rounds of each color. So this is the first one. And then this is the second one. I'm still in the middle of knitting, I think, the first round of yesterday's color. I tried them on yesterday. Oh my goodness, I am obsessed. They are so comfy and warm, and I was able to like pull it all the way up so that it's up really high on my leg, which it fits so well and like it's so comfortable. And then I also like cinched it down so it's nice and fluffy around my ankle. So warm and comfy. And then because I did the decreases, it fits like around my foot so perfectly. Oh, I'm so excited. I just love them so much. So we have 2 colors left, 2 little balls in here. We have 2 left. Okay. Let's just move right along. We're gonna draw one and see what we get. Oh, that one's cool looking. Yeah, I'm noticing though that they're starting to get really similar. Probably because they were at the bottom of the bag, you know? Yeah, like look at that. This was yesterday's and this is today's. These are like the same thing. They're basically the same thing. Like, tell me I'm wrong. I guess we have more solid orange, but like, it's basically the same. I'm almost tempted to like pull out the next one just to see what that one looks like, but we'll save that for tomorrow. Or should we open it now? I think I'll open it now and then I'll just show you what it looks like tomorrow. Okay. All right, I'm not too excited about that, but I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow. So you have to stay tuned to see what the last one looks like. Yeah, it's also bigger. It's bigger than today's. That's really weird. I will, I'll wait to knit this one up today. And I'll show you the size comparison tomorrow. So I won't knit this one up today, I'll knit it up tomorrow. Yeah, that's strange. The last like week basically, ouch, they were all pretty much the same, so that's kind of disappointing. But yeah, so that was a fun advent, the sheep's clothing. But I probably won't choose this one again. Kevin picked this one out for me, so he didn't know any better. And also, like, why wouldn't you individually wrap your skeins, you know? Anyway. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. I had so much fun with this. This is my very first yarn advent, and I had so much fun, like, knitting up these socks and seeing how they work up all the colors together. And, like, yeah, I can look back at these and think, this is my very first yarn advent, and it's special because Kevin was the one who picked it out for me and surprised me with it. And I have a very fun pair of socks that I can keep forever, and they're also like my first pair of like super scrappy socks. I usually just use one color all throughout, or like I'll use a different color for like the cuff and the heel or the toe or whatever, but I usually stick to like one color. So this is my first pair of like super scrappy. And yeah, like this whole experience has been very special to me. I just am not super thrilled with, I'm not super thrilled with the yarn. Well, I should say just the like execution of it, I guess, or just the way that they kind of just like, it feels like she just like had a bunch of scraps, caked them up and then threw them in a bag. So it didn't feel very special in that way, but I was able to make it special in my own way, in that my husband picked it out for me, and I made it fun by just drawing one every day and adding a stripe to a pair of socks, and then also filming it for my very first Vlogmas this year too. So I guess like I was able to make it special. We all made it special together. But I'm just disappointed with the, like, what is, like, the shop, I guess, and the way that they assembled it, the way they packaged it, you know, all that. Anyway, so that is Advent Day 22. Oh my goodness. What the heck? I'll show you what the last one looks like tomorrow, and yeah, we'll knit up our last 2 stripes tomorrow, and then we'll just knit the toe, and these socks will be done, which is so crazy. Anyway, that's so exciting. So I'm going to go on the hunt for some needles for my Esther sweater to knit the collar. And if I can't find any, then we're going to take a trip to Joann's, and which I kind of don't want to. I really just wanted to like sit and knit and like take this time while Kevin and Sophie are at the doing what they're doing, but that's all right. Oh yes, okay. I have a little gauge thingy. Let's see if we can find looking for. So I have one of these. I think you're supposed to weave yarn through them to figure out the yarn size, but I use it for my knitting needles. Don't judge me if that is wrong. I don't want to know. I guess I don't have those needles in that size except for this one fixed set. So that's interesting. I need to go through and I need to organize all my needles and figure out which ones because I think I typically use like between 3.5 and 5 the most. Like 5 is still pretty rare, but I mostly am like 4, 4.5, that kind of deal. So I think I need to just get more of those sizes. Okay, so, well, now we know, so that's good. So now we will go to Joann's. I need to get dressed. Like I'm wearing jamma pants. Not that anyone would care, but I would care. So we'll go do that. I'm gonna leave that here. And yeah, we'll go take a trip to Joann's really quick, find some needles, come back, and then just chillax. Catch you in a sec. Okay, I am back home. It is 2:20. It's been almost 2 hours. My cats are looking at me like I'm crazy. It's been almost 2 hours since we last chatted. Cause it was like 12:45 when we were talking last. So how has it been 2 hours already? No idea. But I had to take my husband's car and he needed gas because it was on E. So that was fun. So I had to get gas. And that was a whole ordeal because the gas pump wasn't working, so I had to go inside to pay, and then I went to go use it, and then nothing was coming out, so I had to go back in and be like, dude, what's going on? So then he had to charge me again, so hopefully I didn't get double charged. And then went back and it finally worked. So then we went to Joann's, and oh my gosh, remind me to quite literally never, ever go to Joann's right before any major holiday or the end of the year, because wowee was it busy. There was a line that was like wrapped around outside of the line area. Like it was insane. Anyway, so I want to show you what I got. So I needed needles to be able to knit the sleeve. What I'm going to do next on my Esther sweater is knit the collar. But I'm knitting this in 3.75, and apparently I don't have any 3.75 needles besides the one that I'm working with, like I mentioned earlier. So I needed to get more so I can put them on a smaller circumference, like a smaller cable to be able to knit the sleeve. And then I went to Joann's, and they only had like 2 pairs I could find, like one, like 3.75. In one brand, they were like fixed only or insanely expensive for the interchangeables. And for that one, I would have to buy a cable too, and that is also expensive. So I was like, I might as well just buy a fixed one, but then that's defeating the purpose. And then for the other brand, the Knitters, Big Twist, it was like $7.99 for the interchangeable needles. And then they only had 2 cable sizes. They had 100 centimeters and 80 centimeters. And that's, the 100 centimeters is 39 point something inches, and 80 centimeters is like, I'm assuming like 20 something inches. Again, not the right circumference that I want, and I would have to pay for both separately, and that's also expensive, so I might as well do something else. So I got 3.75 DPNs. There's 5 of them here. Not ideal. I don't want to have to knit an entire sleeve on DPNs, but I also really didn't want to deal with magic loop, so we will see. So I got the needles for the sleeves. I also got 2 things of yarn. So I mentioned that I want to prioritize knitting a Valentine's Day sweater next month after I finish the Esther sweater. And I've really been drawn to like pinks, kind of like a pink sweater for Valentine's Day just sounds amazing. I want it to be chunky so it knits up quick and it's easy on my hands and my wrists. But also I am going back and forth. I definitely want it to be drop shoulder. I know that. But I'm going back and forth on if I want it to just be all stockinette or if I want it to be like cable-y or like some kind of texture, you know. Ooh, maybe I'll knit the Take Me Out sweater again. Anyway, but I know that I want it pink. I just am concerned about the shade of pink because I don't want it to make me look pink. You know what I mean? So a pinky purple is what I found that I am liking. I have this yarn. Focus. It's coming out really bright on camera, but it's actually more like a purpley pink. It is the Lion brand 100% recycled polyester. It's in the colorway blush or rose, whatever. Blush rose, I don't know. But anyway, I have one of these. I don't remember if I have 2 or not because I know that I gave one away to a friend, but I grabbed this one just in case. If I only have one, then I can have this one. I have enough to make sweaters, I'm saying. So I'm thinking of doing one of a few things because I also got one more. I got this. Focus. This is, again, respun, thick and quick, 100% recycled polyester, in the color Wisteria Glycine. whatever that means. And so I'm thinking, I got one just to see how I like it. So this is more of a purple. It's coming out like pink, but it really is more of like a purple. But I'm thinking I'll do a swatch of this, see how I like it, because then I have enough, or I have just one. So if I like it, then I can go back and get more to knit a full sweater. The other thing is I got this, and I can either hold 2 strands double of these two, because I have another one upstairs. I can hold 2 strands double of this and make a whole thing out of that. Or I also have like a grape colored purple, and I also have like a maroon. So I can hold 1 strand with like the maroon to make a melange kind of thing, or hold 1 strand of this with the purple. So I'm gonna have to knit up a lot of swatches to see what I want to do for my Valentine's Day sweater. But anyway, my family's gonna be coming home soon, so I need to get to knitting. So I will check back in with you in a little bit. Actually, JK, I probably will not be able to check back in again because I'm gonna knit for a little bit, and then we have to get ready to go in like 2 hours because we're going to the sibling cookie decorating thing tonight, and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna film a little bit of that, and then I'll put it in, and yeah, I will maybe check back in with you. Otherwise, if not, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.